All right. Hope you're having a good morning so far.
I
And
am.
oh, good. Good, good. And yeah, we'll just get going into this workout. So we'll start with our daily five. Today, our daily five starts with 1 minute on your choice. And then after 1 minute of your choice, you're going to grab your single dumbbell and we'll do 4 minutes, as many rounds as you can. We're going to do single arm swings. So you'll just have the dumbbell in one arm and you'll do 10 swings, just swinging that dumbbell out in front of you, standing tall at the top. And then we'll switch and do 10 swings on the other side. And then you're going to do 5 per side deadlifts. So you'll have the deadlift in one arm, keeping your back flat, just bowing forward, sending your hips back, keeping your chest up, 5 reps, and then 5 reps on the other side. And so you'll have 1 minute on your choice, and then the last 4 minutes to just do as many rounds as you want, 10 swings per side, and then 5 deadlifts per side. And you'll go through those swings and the deadlifts for 4 minutes, just getting as many rounds as you want.
Perfect.
All right. Okay, we will get started with 1 minute of your choice. And we'll start in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1 minute on your choice. And about 20 more seconds for your choice. Ten more seconds on your choice. 3, 2, 1, and we'll switch to 4 minutes. 10 swings with your right arm, then 10 swings with your left arm. And then 5 per side on your deadlifts. Yes, nice work, Colleen. 3 more minutes for this. Yes, 2 more minutes for our warm up. Nice work, Colleen. One more minute for the warm up. 30 more seconds. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice work. All right, nice work with our warm up. And we'll just get right into the next part. So take a little sip of water, get your breath, stay loose, and I'll go over what's next. For the next part, we're gonna spend 1 minute on each movement, so it'll kind of be like every minute on the minute. The first minute, we're gonna do a dumbbell sumo deadlift, and you can hold a dumbbell in each hand, or you could just use one dumbbell if you want. Either way is good. You're gonna take a wide stance, that really wide stance for your sumo stance, toes pointing out, keeping your chest up, sending your hips back and just bowing forward. And again, just keeping that wide stance as you do your deadlifts to make it a sumo deadlift. And really sending your hips back, keeping your back flat as you do your sumo deadlifts. And so you'll have 1 minute to do sumo deadlifts. And then we're gonna have 1 minute to do tuck ups. And so these ones, you're lying flat and then you tuck your knees up to your chest and you can kind of leave your arms down here, or you can put them up over your head. Doesn't really matter what you want to do with your arms, is good. And so you'll have 1 minute for those tuck ups, and then we're gonna do a wall sit. And if you don't have a good wall to sit against, you could do a bottom of squat hold. And so just try to hang out down here in the bottom of squat for as much of that minute as you can. Otherwise you're gonna find a spot against your wall, which I actually don't really have a good spot. And you'll place your back up against your wall and just go ahead and walk yourself down, kind of getting into that seated position, pushing your back up against the wall. Not sure if my garage door likes that, but I think you know what a wall sit is, right? Have you done wall sits before, Colleen? Yeah, okay. And so just try to keep your back pressed against the wall. You're aiming for 90 degrees with your knees, but if you can't quite get there, that's okay. A little bit more than 90 degrees is fine. Just keep your feet flat on the floor. And again, a wall sit or a bottom of squat would be good for that part. And after our wall sit, we're just gonna go right back to deadlifts. There's no rest between sets, and we're gonna do 3 sets. And so you'll have 1 minute for each movement, 1 minute for your deadlifts, 1 minute for your tuck ups, 1 minute for your wall sit, and we'll just do 3 times through. And so you'll find chances to take rest as you need to. You can take breaks as you need, grab little sips of water, take some rest, break up your wall sit if you need to. But just kind of pace yourself as you go through that because there's no prescribed rest time.
Can you do a sumo deadlift one more time, please?
Yes. So just remember the sumo stance is that really wide stance. So you'll set your feet outside your shoulders, toes pointing out, both hands on your dumbbell or a dumbbell in each hand, either way is good. And then you'll just bow forward, sending your hips back, trying to keep your back as flat as you can, kind of sticking your butt out as you bow forward. And just keeping that wide stance to make it a sumo deadlift. And then the tuck ups, I feel like we've done tuck ups like every day this week. But they're good for you, I guess. All right, so it starts with those sumo deadlifts. And we'll get going in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. that. Nice, Colleen. Thirty more seconds for your deadlifts. Ten more seconds. Three, two, one, and we'll switch to those tuck ups. Nice. Nice work, Colleen. Cute little story about my chickens. I think I told you I have them in this little pen that I made just out of scrap pieces of like PVC and chicken wire to like keep them contained in one little spot in the yard so they don't drift too close to the fence or the trees where they got snatched up by the bobcat. And last night I had like a little family get together. 10 more seconds for your tuck ups. For my uncle had a retirement party and like a whole bunch of my family came out for it. 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna switch to the wall sit. And so this like retirement party ended up turning into like a whole big family reunion. Some of my family came from like out of state and everything. Like my uncle who I haven't seen in like 20 years. Stan! Oh my gosh, I thought you were out of town already.
No, not yet. Not
Okay,
yet.
good. Well, then you get to join us. Colleen's doing a little wall sit for another 30 seconds. And then we're gonna do sumo deadlifts after that.
Okay.
And I was just telling Colleen a silly story about my chickens. Did you hear that I saw a bobcat in my neighborhood? Maybe not. I can't remember if I told you that
No,
part.
no.
Yeah, I saw a bobcat and it got two of my chickens. I got a picture of it too, this like big bobcat in my neighborhood. Okay, 10 more seconds for your wall sit.
And so the retirement party.
Yes. 3, 2, 1, switch to your deadlifts. Yeah, so anyway, so I've been putting them in this little pen in my yard and leaving my dog out there to keep track of them so the bobcat doesn't get them. And I was just out a little bit later last night than I thought I would be, so it started to get dark before we got back. And like chickens just, as soon as it starts to get dark, they like have to go to bed. They can't see when it starts to get dark. And anyway, so this little pen that I made them is just very just crappy materials like old PVC scraps and chicken wire. And they somehow got like out of the top and up on top of it, and they were just roosting on top when we got home, like on top of this like pile of chicken wire. Basically all the chickens are just like hunkered down on top of this chicken wire. 10 more seconds for your deadlifts. 3, 2, 1. We'll switch to tuck ups. Now we're doing tuck ups. But anyway, it was just kind of funny because then we're like, what the heck? Like they didn't go to their coop, they didn't go to bed. They didn't just inside the pen, but they somehow made it on top of the pen and they were just gonna sleep there. It was so funny. And then we're trying to get them to move and stuff, but because it was kind of dark, they really don't want to do anything when it's kind of dark. So they just like stayed put, and we just like picked them up and like took them over to the coop, and you have to like actually put them on the roost. Like they won't even like, reach for it or anyway, it was just super funny coming home and they're all just like on top of this. Like, I can't even believe that it held their weight, this pen that I made. Cause again, it's out of like PVC scraps and like old chicken wire. Like it was just a silly sight coming home and seeing them all on top of it.
That's great, Charlie.
I know, they're so silly.
They are.
All right, we're gonna switch to those wall sits. 3, 2, 1, wall sit. And Spike was out there like, I don't know what they're doing. He was funny too. I hadn't got them quite into the pen yet when I was feeding him yesterday morning, and the chickens like ran over to his food and started eating his food. And he's just looking at me like, why are the chickens eating my food? I'm like, you're the dog here. Like, tell them not to eat your food. It's so funny. So you're just gonna let them eat your food, dude? Like, but he's a good chicken dog. All right, 10 more seconds for your wall sit. We've all been spending a lot more time with the chickens since the bobcat got 2 of them. 3, 2, 1, last set, back to sumo deadlifts. But I think maybe I was telling Colleen about the bobcat maybe before you came in one day, Stan, but it was so wild. I just saw it marching up my driveway last week. And I was like, oh my God, like, stay away from my chickens. So I like ran out to the yard and I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? And so I just grabbed this board and I started like banging on the fence to like try to be as loud as I could and like scare it away. I'm like, get away from my chickens, and like banging on the fence with this board. It was so funny. I wish we had a ring camera footage of me trying to get the bobcat to leave my chickens alone. 3, 2, 1, and we'll switch to the tuck ups. It hasn't been back since that day, so I must have really scared it. 30 more seconds for tuck ups. Ten more seconds.
Oh,
3, 2, 1, and wall sit. Last minute of work here, and then we'll take a little rest before we get into the next part.
nice.
30 more seconds in your wall sit. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, nice job with that. Take a little rest. And then we'll do the next part. And I'll go over it while you sip on your water and, just stay loose. So next we're gonna do a new set every 2 minutes. And so the goal is to be able to finish all of the working set and get a short break. So if you can't finish it all in 2 minutes, just do less reps. Drop the reps down after the first set if you're not able to finish in 2 minutes. And so it's gonna be 10 tuck jumps. And so on your tuck jumps, you're gonna jump and try to tuck your knees up as high as you can. And so you're just trying to get air off the ground, not necessarily height in the air, if that makes sense. So just trying to pick your knees up as high as you can with each jump. You're gonna do 10 tuck jumps. And because you're picking your knees up so high, there's a lot of force when you land from a tuck jump. And so if that's like feeling hard on like your joints or whatever, then instead you could do a squat jump. And then that way, you're not jumping as high, so it's not as much impact on the ground, but it's still a nice work on your legs and you're getting that jump. So you could do a tuck jump where you're picking your knees up really high, or you could do a squat jump, whatever one feels better for you today. And you'll do 10 reps. And then we're gonna do 20 dumbbell hang power cleans. And so you can do 2 hands on your dumbbell, and you'll start with the weight at your hips. You'll get that little dip, jump shrug, catch in that front rack. And if you want, instead you could do one arm and alternate, depending on what weight you have and how you're feeling today, especially for 20 reps. But make sure you're keeping it nice and light, because you want to be able to get through these reps, in our time frame. So nice and light, 20 dumbbell hang power cleans. And then you're gonna do 50 double unders, or jump rope skips, or pats, or lateral hops over your dumbbell could work too. Something like that for 50 reps. And again, we're gonna do a new set every 2 minutes. So making sure that you're gonna finish all that work in like 1 minute and 45 seconds at least. So you get at least 15 seconds to rest. And if you're faster, that's fine. But if on the first set you're running out of time, then just go ahead and do like 5 tuck jumps, 15 hang power cleans, and 50 dumps or something like that. Just do less reps if you're not having enough time to finish. After we go through 5 sets for 10 minutes, we're gonna rest 2 minutes, and then we're gonna do it again. We're still gonna do 10 tuck jumps, but instead of hang power cleans, we're gonna do an alternating dumbbell snatch. And so you'll go all the way up overhead when we do the second round. And then we'll still do the 50 double unders. And so I'll remind you of that change when we get there. But for now, we can just focus on this first set. Every 2 minutes for 10 minutes, 10 tuck jumps, 20 hang power cleans, and 50 double unders. All right, sweet. Okay, we'll get into it. Starting with 10 tuck jumps or squat jumps in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. Yes. 10 tuck or squat jumps, whatever's feeling good for you today. And with all this like explosive jumping type movements in these sets, like each one will be feeling kind of hard. So it'll be good to get a little bit of rest after each set. Nice, yeah, 20 reps on your hang power cleans looks great. And after your 20 reps on your hang power cleans, it'll be 50 double unders, or something that you're gonna do instead of those. And we have 1 more minute till the next set. All right, we're gonna start this next set in 30 seconds. And if you don't finish all your jump ropes, we'll just still go back to the tuck jumps or squat jumps at the top of the next minute. And if you want to take a little rest, that's fine too. Again, you can change the reps so that it all fits. I know it's kind of a lot. All right, 10 more seconds till the next set. And again, it's okay to just stop wherever you're at, take a 10-second break. And 3, 2, 1, we're back to those tuck or squat jumps. Nice. and adjusting the reps as needed. Or maybe if you just want to do less jump ropes on each set, that would be fine too. Just whatever works for you. Yes, nice. Thirty more seconds and we'll do the next set. Nice work. Ten more seconds. And we'll go back to our tuck jumps or squat jumps. 3, 2, 1, and go. Next set. Nice work. One more minute till our next set. All right, 30 seconds till our next set. All right, next set in 3, 2, 1, go. Back to your tuck jumps or squat jumps. Whatever feels right today. One more minute for this set. 30 more seconds till our next set. Ten more seconds. Three, two, one, and we're back to the tuck jumps or squat jumps. And this is our last set until our 2-minute break. One more minute. Thirty more seconds. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, we get 2 minutes to rest. And when we go into the next set, we're gonna do 10 tuck jumps or squat jumps. Whatever was working for you before is great. And then we'll switch, instead of hang power cleans, we're gonna do snatches instead. And so you'll still just go one arm and switch for each rep, just getting that dumbbell all the way up overhead instead of just to your shoulder. And then we'll still do the 50 double unders. And also, if you need to modify the numbers on your reps to do it every 2 minutes, go ahead and do that. Also, it's okay instead if you want to just do it like an AMRAP and just do as many rounds as you can in 10 minutes and kind of just taking breaks as you need and kind of forgetting about the 2 minutes and just doing however many sets you can do in 10 minutes. That would also be fine. Because again, I know it's hard to fit it all in 2 minutes. So you can just make it work for you, whatever's going to be best. What's up, Stan?
Cherry, are the numbers the same?
Yes, yeah, the numbers are the same. So 10 reps for your tuck jumps or squat jumps, 20 reps for your snatches, and 50 reps for your double unders. Or if you made a modification on the last one and we're doing different numbers, maybe just try to start with those same numbers you were doing for the last part.
Okay. Okay. It will take a little bit more time to do a snatch versus what we just did.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it does take maybe like a slightly about longer to go all the way overhead, but they should, again, it should be feeling like it's nice and light and you can cycle through them pretty quickly. But yeah, I agree. It might take a little bit longer to do a snatch. Okay, we're gonna start in 10 seconds with your tuck jumps or your squat jumps. 3, 2, 1, go. And yeah, and so again, just also I think sometimes like we can, zoom out and be like, oh yeah, we're just trying to get sweaty today and like move our body in these different ways. So it's okay if you end up doing a little bit different numbers on the reps to make it fit, or if you turn it into just 10 minutes AMRAP and just go through as much as you can. you know, especially sometimes when it's just kind of hard to fit it all in and it doesn't feel quite right, it's a-okay to change it up a little bit. But yeah, this one especially is tight to fit in 2 minutes. And we're at 1 minute, 1 minute till our next set. Or again, you know, just keep going through. Don't worry too much about the 2 minutes and just do it like AMRAP style. That'd be fine too. Thirty more seconds till our first 2 minutes. Nice, nice. 10 seconds. That was great, good job. 3, 2, 1, next set. Tuck jumps or squat jumps. Nice. And it can definitely feel good when you do like have your list and you're keeping up with the timing, but you really have to push. And it's like hard, but you can do it. That feels good. One more minute. Thirty more seconds. Doing great. 10 more seconds. Three, two, one. Back to the top. Nice work, doing great. You're so strong. Great work on this. One more minute. 30 more seconds. Yes, great job. Ten more seconds. Three, two, one, back to the top. Tuck jumps or squat jumps or whatever's working for you. One more minute. Thirty more seconds. Nice, so strong, great work. We're gonna do one more set. In 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, back to the top. Last set. Yes, keep it up, finish strong, last set here. Thirty more seconds. Yes, nice work. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, nice. That was great. That was hard, but you did it. Great job. Okay, take a little breather and we'll do a little finisher. If you're looking at the app, it doesn't look like it's showing up in there, but we'll just do it anyway. It'll be okay. We're gonna do 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. And we're gonna start with a plank hold. So you'll do 20 seconds in your plank, and you can do plank on your hands or on your forearms, either way. And then we'll take a 10-second break, and we'll turn it over and do Russian twist. So you'll be up high and just twisting side to side. If you want, you can hover your heels or add a dumbbell and tap that dumbbell side to side. But then we'll do 20 seconds on your Russian twist and then 10 seconds rest. And we'll go through for 4 sets. 20 seconds plank, 10 seconds rest, 20 seconds Russian twist, 10 seconds rest, 4 times. And then we'll be all finished with our Friday workout. Sweet. All right, we'll start this finisher in 10 seconds. Starting with your plank. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Plank hold. 20 seconds in your plank. Three, 2, 1, and rest. 10-second break, and then we'll do Russian twist. 3, 2, 1, go. Nice. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Little 10-second break, and we'll roll on over, switch back to your plank. 3, 2, 1, go. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Switching it over to Russian twist. 3, 2, 1, go. Three, 2, 1, rest. And we're halfway. Back to plank. 3, 2, 1, go. Three, 2, 1, rest. And we'll switch to Russian twist. 3, 2, 1, go. Three, 2, 1, rest. Back to plank and our last set. 3, 2, 1, go. Three, 2, 1, rest. And our Russian twist in 3, 2, 1, go. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. Wow, great workout today. That was tough, but you did it. Good
Thanks.
job.
Bye, Stan. Have a great holiday.
Thanks a lot. For you guys also enjoy the next several weeks. Thank you, Charlie, for the good story about the bobcat. It was
Yeah.
interesting with
Protect
your
those-
chickens. Yes.
They keep
Bye-bye.
me.
Okay, thanks a lot again.
Yeah,
Have
you're
a good
welcome.
weekend. Bye.
Have a great day.
Thanks. Thank you.